If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again. Always stay connected to NCTV45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are Newswatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. NCTV45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. NCTV45 is the #1 media source locally. NCTV45, anytime on your time. Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, NCTV45. NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train. Everyone's talking about NCTV45. Internet television the way you want it. Your #1 media source serving Newcastle, Lawrence County, and globally. NCTV45.
Today's program furnished by funding from Bill's Bake Shop, where smiles are everywhere.
Gelateria is an authentic Italian gelateria and coffee bar. Established in 2018 by founder Alex Papa, this gelateria is excellent. And let's not forget the pastries, cannoli, tiramisu, baklava, and scones, but also, and very important, gelata. And they have paninis too. It's Papa's Gelateria is located 318 Highland Avenue. They're open 7 to 9.
It's the sauce. It's the cheese. It's the ingredients. It's the crunch. It's Chubby's Pizza. Let's pizza again. Like we did way back when.
They use Augustine's ingredients.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Broadcasting from the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence, NCTV45. NCTV45 Newcastle, The Train.
Welcome to Newswatch November 10th, and you can bet your bippy this is going to be a loaded Newswatch, as many things going on last night. Wow. If you haven't seen the tree, let's get to the birthdays. John Sad, Sherry Flamino, Mike Case, Leslie Ratone Savage, Tammy Allen, Chris Conti, Jim Carna, Mary Lee Micachoni. I got it, Mary Lee. Howard Thompson, Silk Eldoret, and Jim Carna. Make sure you get that second piece of birthday cake and just celebrate all week long. This is amazing things going on as we embark on this 10th. Well, let's get to the Newcastle Public Library. Wednesdays is Mother Goose with Miss Sharon and We Built. Don't forget the Hodgepodge show. I call it a craft show, but it's November 13th. That's this weekend at First Presbyterian Church. It helps to leave donations. There's going to be various groups there. And antiques, collectibles, art, jewelry, vintage accessories, or unique treasures. It's going to be great. Check out that at First Presbyterian Church. Holy Spirit Parish. Today they're having their Veterans program. That's 7 p.m. at St. Vitus Church. It's a tradition that was started out at St. Anthony's, and they're looking to keep that fine tradition going. The Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and Coast Guard, and their service songs all being played there. That's going to be great. Angel Tree tags will be available November 13th, 14th, and 20th and 21st at St. Vitus, St. Camillus, and St. Mary's churches. They need pies for Thanksgiving dinners, and the pies need to be dropped off Wednesday the 24th. This will be at the Holy Spirit Parish Center on Beaver Street. That's down by St. Mary's. So their craft show is November 20th. Just in time, and what a way to segue into this, for the parade downtown. So many positive things. Hometown Holiday Parade starting at 3 o'clock that day. The craft show going from 9 to 5. You've got so many great things happening. Make sure you check out Holy Spirit's Christmas Festival. They also have raffle tickets, and the drawing Saturday, November 20th. Now, with all that said, and this is huge. Last night, a lot of you that follow know we were having this meeting at Town Hall. And it was great. The picture does not do it justice. What do I mean? There were a lot more people than what was pictured. And I didn't want to do a video on the thing. But here's the rundown. The Hometown Holidays Market, and this is going to be, understand that this Hometown Holidays Market that I've talked about now for about a week is going to include many different things. And I'm going to put this up here and kind of show you the picture that from last night. The things that are going to be included are all different kind of shops, pop-up vendors, craft shows. These people here were crafters, or in some cases had their own stores. already. And I don't want to kind of separate the two. People think, well, there's small businesses, local and regional vendors. They're going to participate in this holiday market, that December 10th, 11th, and 12th. The mall's still in great shape. It was clean, it was safe, it was everything you can imagine. And as you look off to the sides, those storefronts are going to be open. They did go on to say that they're looking for individuals or groups that want to open downtown and fill these empty storefronts. Now maybe, and I hate to use the word light manufacturer. Let me give you an example. Coney Island makes their chili and sells it at their store. However, they make it and it's in the grocery stores. If you remember back during the summer and the holidays then, we talked about the chili locator, and you could do the same thing downtown. People might make candles and have those being shipped out. Or potentially artwork or quilts, or whatever and I don't know how the manufacturing of these things is done, but it's not like, oh, we're going to make steel. These are things that a person could go in and purchase. You're going to see a real big upturn in this. Now, you might say, oh, geez, who else is doing these things? Well, with that, I have the answer. I went into one of my students, friends, and she's doing crafting. And right there, Holiday Craft Festival, Saturday, November 13th, Beaver Valley Mall, 8 to 10. Over 75 crafters. So that kind of like works with, and they're doing it down there in Beaver area JC's, and this is at the Beaver Valley Mall. So other folks are doing this type of thing, and I want to say T. Doherty, I was looking for the email this morning because that came in. They've had these successful shows or pop-up stores or whatever you'd like to call them. They've had them other places. There's no reason that we can't be successful here with it. So I urge you to take a look, set time aside for the parade, which the parade, are you thinking a week from Saturday is the holiday parade? I don't know if you're getting plugged into this, and then you've got 3 weeks to the holiday market at Town Mall. Now, have you seen the Christmas tree? The Christmas tree, and my picture here was the fact that they were setting it up yesterday. This is all filled in. The whole thing, is all one big Rockefeller look-like Christmas tree. Right in the greatest castle. Right here. Good friend Bob Del Signor had a vision. That was explained last night, and what the heck? That is just tremendous. A lot of times we take for granted the very things that we have here. Because it's a lot easier to complain rather than look at something and say, well, geez, let's imagine this. Would this work? Now, just think if you participate in some, perhaps the Warner Theater's Christmas movies. That's coming up. We'll announce it. The Holy Spirit Christmas Festival, the craft show, or the hodgepodge of this weekend at First Presbyterian. The Christmas parade. The town, mall, Cascade Galleria, whatever you want to call it, shops. Do you know what it's like when you go, geez, I got this. I shopped at Town Mall. Just like Mom or Dad did years ago. Think about that. Coming up very fast. And I told you, this is one of those news watches where there's an abundance of stories that are out there. Well, here every year, and we talk about it, it's Thanksgiving 5K, T-Day 5K. Now you got to sign up at the YMCA. And don't forget, okay, the Thanksgiving Praise Breakfast on the 23rd between 8 and 9. So, lots of positive stuff. About 4,000 new cases in the state. That number going down. I told you it was 3,000 something yesterday. So it's in that ballpark. The Wolf administration reminds about boosters, and what they're really talking about too is making sure you stay healthy. The flu vaccine, tetanus, and they're talking about it reminds older adults and about the COVID-19 boosters. They highlight the infrastructure bill that's concentrating on roads, improving improve health and sustainable transportation options, electric chargers for those electric cars they're talking about, internet, and they're saying reliable internet, prepare more infrastructure for climate change. This is all in there. Drinking water, improve airports. Wonder if they're going to take care of ours. And before we go to break, the insurance department reveals a short-term limited duration violations restitution for Pennsylvanians. And this was 400,000. They were examining 2 short-term limited duration companies that violated state law with respect to insurance. So make sure that you get out and use an agent that you know. We're going to go to sports, and wow, just a whole bunch of everything going on. You had college basketball, you had college football, as I told you. So let's go to the Cedar Sports Corner, and we'll be right back.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Hello and welcome to the Cedar Sports Corner. Don't you just love the fall? Now last night the Duquesne Dukes in basketball took on Ryder. Are you wondering who's on the hardwood today? Well, you've got a decent schedule. How about this? Youngstown State plays Penn State, 8:30, Big Ten Network. Pennsylvania plays Florida State, 9 o'clock, ACC Network. And Buffalo's at Michigan, 6:30, Big Ten Network. Robert Morris is at University of Central Florida, ESPN Plus. Carlow University is at the James Madison Dukes at 7. Maryland Eastern Shore is at Temple at 7, ESPN Plus. So just a great deal of games. Your nightcap, and I didn't even know this was a possibility. Hawaii Hilo is at Hawaii. Boy, they didn't have a big trip at all. I can't even tell them to stay out there for a few extra days. So basketball abounds. Now, if you're wondering about college football, we got you covered there too, as the Mid-American Conference, Toledo at Bowling Green, 7 o'clock, CBS Sportsnet. Ball State at Northern Illinois, ESPN2 at 7. Kent State at Central Michigan, 8 o'clock, ESPNU. Over on the hardwood for the NBA, here's what you're looking at. 2 TV games, Detroit at Houston, 7:30 ESPN. Nightcap, Miami at the LA Lakers, 10 o'clock, ESPN. Now, for my son, Sacramento is at San Antonio. Toronto is at Boston. And Washington, they're at Cleveland. So San Antonio not playing until 8:30, and Celtics at 7:30, Cleveland at 7. Just to give you a rundown there. Now let's go to hockey before we skate on out of here. Your games, not a great big schedule, but nevertheless, Toronto at Philadelphia, 7:30, NHL Network. Nashville at Dallas, 8:30, ESPN Plus. And Minnesota at Arizona, 10 o'clock, TNT. Good luck to all those area high school teams in their quest for the ring, the championship. Best of luck Friday. And we're going to take a time out. We'll be right back.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Allie's Upper Crust at 1700 Highland Avenue has a full menu: pizza, roll-ups, salad, soup, sandwiches, strombolis, dinners. They are just great for dine-in or take-out. Don't forget to give them a call at 724-652-7553. It's Allie's Upper Crust. Cousins Books, located inside Bill's Sandwich Shop, 2425 Wilmington Road, has many selections that will intrigue your mind. From science fiction to just about anything. Remember, reading expands your mind, allows for creative thinking, and helps improve concentration. Go to Cousins Books for the best selection. It's Cousins Books inside Bill's Sandwich Shop.